Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 64th Annual Marion County High School Football Awards.
Good morning. My name is Eric Steele. I am the president of the Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis. This year would have been the 64th annual Marion County High School Football Awards program. But since we can't meet in person during this unprecedented time period, we made a video to honor some of those outstanding student athletes. Special thanks to our co-sponsor, the Indianapolis Colts, and Jim Irsay, who is also a member of the Downtown Kiwanis Club since 1984. Pete Ward, Chief Operating Officer of the Colts, and Chris Ballard, General Manager, for their continued support of our efforts. Kiwanis International's mission is to serve the children of the world. Our Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis serves the local children and youth of our city. Our downtown club is comprised of more than 140 business and civic leaders, plus another 200 sponsor club participants in Builders Club, Key Club, Circle K, and Action Club. Our purpose is to serve the children and the youth with programs such as this throughout the greater Indianapolis area year to year. As the quote goes, we have two hands, one to help ourselves and one to help others. I will now turn it over to our Kiwanis Football Committee Chair, Chuck Cotterman with Architectura Corporation.
Thank you, President Eric. I'd like to give special recognition to our Kiwanis Football Committee, Bill Du Bois, Rob Schlegel, Roger Cummings, and Kim Fogg. They have done an excellent job this year collaborating and coming up with a way to still honor the deserving student athletes. They really care and show the true spirit of Kiwanians. Additional thanks go to our trophy sponsor, Bill Du Bois. And I would be remiss not to give a huge thank you to the Indianapolis Colts for their support of our programs over the years. And now I'd like to introduce Jacob McCullen, Roncalli class of 2023, who will recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jacob. I will now hand it over to Kyle Nedenrip, sports reporter for the Indianapolis Star. He is also a part-time rec basketball player and full-time dad of two sons. Kyle will be recognizing our honorees. Thank you to Kyle for being with us once again.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you to our student athletes, parents, faculty, and staff for helping everyone get through this odd year. Friday Night Lights just were not the same, but with that said, we are proud of each and every one of you. I would like to recognize the contributions a few student groups and faculty groups as a whole for all the support they have shown through this year. Let's start by thanking our cheerleaders, cheerleading captains, drum majors, athletic directors and assistant athletic directors, all other school officials, principals, assistant coaches, and high school football coaches. Thank you all for your support. Now I would like to recognize and thank all of the Key Club presidents from each school. Key Clubs are high school service clubs patterned after a traditional Kiwanis club. They are sponsored and advised by regular Kiwanis chapters. They do a lot of good work in our communities, and we thank them for their service contributions. I would like to recognize each school who submitted a 2020 Most Valuable Player. From Ben Davis High School, Dalen Carnell, defensive back. From Bishop Chittard, Matthew Coons, running back, defensive back. From Brebeuf Jesuit, Eli Nyer, offensive line, defensive line. From Cathedral, Nathan McCahill, quarterback. From Charles A. Tindley, Antonio Robinson, quarterback, running back, linebacker. From Covenant Christian, B.J. Lomax, wide receiver, safety, kick returner. From Crispus Attucks, Keemany Hall, wide receiver, defensive back. From Decatur Central, Jaden Evans, running back, linebacker. From Franklin Central, Ben Massey, safety. From Cardinal Ritter, Justin Browder, quarterback, receiver, running back, defensive back. From Manual, Kenneth Lewis, running back, linebacker. From Lawrence Central, Isaiah Webster, offensive line. From Lawrence North, Donovan McCulley, quarterback. From North Central, Micah Green, linebacker, running back. From Park Tudor, DJ Gordon, and Aaron Roach. From Perry Meridian, Jeff McClure, linebacker. From Roncalli, Baron Hebler, running back. From Cecina, Thomas DeFries, receiver, defensive back, returner, and team captain. From Southport, Turk Patel, defensive line, running back, punter. From Speedway, DJ McPherson, running back and linebacker. From Warren Central, Terrence Reed, defensive back, receiver, kick and punt returner. There are a few players and coaches worthy of mention for this year. Each honoree will be mailed a plaque. All-City Offensive Player of the Year, Nate McCahill, Cathedral High School. All-City Defensive Player of the Year, Jeff Utzinger, Cathedral. All-City Player of the Year, Nate McCahill, Cathedral. And All-City Coach of the Year, Sean Lyons, Covenant Christian. Our All-County Player of the Year, Donovan McCulley, Lawrence North. And the All-County Coach of the Year, Jason Simmons, Ben Davis. In 2005, the Kiwanis Club of Indianapolis added an element to its football award program, the Great Player Award. It is an award to recognize a senior player who brings intangible qualities to his team. The qualities of this player are found in the word great. These qualities make him a great player no matter what his statistics are. Giving. Gives of himself in a way that is extraordinary. Respect. Respects himself and accepting of others even though they may be different. Example. Has qualities the coach can point to as an example to follow. Attitude. Positive always. Team. Is a true team player, not a player who is out for himself. I would like to recognize each of the school's great player nominees. From Ben Davis, Romel Williams. From Cardinal Ritter, Timmy Godsell. From Covenant Christian, Austin Frazier. From Brebeuf Jesuit, Braden Sanders. From Franklin Central, Vaughn Taylor. And from North Central, Theron Johnson. From Warren Central, Arthur Cohen. From Southport, Harrison Evans. From Lawrence North, Jet Aspling. From Cecina, Thomas DeFries. From Roncalli, Owen Volk. From Beech Grove, Garrett Esposito. From Charles A. Tindley, Cameron Jennings. From Lawrence Central, Donovan Harden. From Cathedral, Nate McCahill. From Bishop Chittard, Joseph Reynolds. From Decatur Central, Devin Davis. The award is called the Indianapolis Colts Great Player Award, honoring our great partnership with the Indianapolis Colts. We want you to know that your coaches hold you in the highest regard. We thank you for your contributions to Marion County football. I will now share with you some of the stories of the 4 finalists, naming them in no particular order. Each finalist and winner will be mailed a plaque. The finalists for Indianapolis Colts Great Player Award. Nathan McCahill, Cathedral High School. Cathedral's head football coach, Bill Peebles, wrote, Nate has a great story. This is his first year as the starting quarterback. He had to wait in the wings for Orrin Edwards to graduate. As a junior, he played wide receiver and was the backup quarterback. This year, Nathan has been spectacular. He is one of the statistical leaders at the quarterback position in the state. He has led our team to victories over the following: defending state champion Carmel, Chittard, and Cincinnati LaSalle, state runner-up Cincinnati Elder, St. Xavier, who is playing in the Ohio's Big School State Championship game, Westfield, number 2 in 6A, and we were also 16 seconds away from knocking off 6A number 1 Center Grove. Those are all great accomplishments, but what makes Nate great is his leadership skills, unselfishness, and his empathy for others. In an era where quarterback dads transfer their sons, always looking for greener pastures, Nate stuck it out at Cathedral and waited his turn. It wasn't always easy. He took the path less traveled and decided to wait. He waited because he loved his teammates and loved the program. Along the way, he showed the type of leadership skills that are unique. Many equate being a leader with being a captain or being in a position of authority. Nate equates leadership to hitching others to his trailer. He is able to lead from the front and is willing to push from behind. he helps bring others up to his level. During quarantine, he was the guy that kept our guys focused and working. When we have a rough practice, he's the guy who pulls our guys with him to overcome whatever adversity they are dealing with. He will take responsibility for his mistakes and has been incredibly humble with his successes. Our success at Cathedral this year is a direct reflection of where Nate has brought our team. Vaughn Taylor, Franklin Central. Nick Ebersole, Franklin Central's head football coach, stated, Vaughn has a 4.2 grade point average and is a 2-year starter at Franklin Central and voted captain by his peers. Vaughn is giving. Vaughn volunteered to help work for the Unified football games this year, volunteered to go speak to middle school players about the importance of your grades, and has helped tutor members of our football team. Vaughn also helped organize off-season workouts when coaches could not, and took many young players under his wing and helped them to better learn the defense. Vaughn is respectful to all his teammates, coaches, and peers. He is accepting of other teammates regardless of ability. Vaughn is a great example of how we want our players to work and challenge themselves. He is also a great example of what a leader should be. If all of our athletes worked like Vaughn, we would have many more games this year. We had a pretty tough year in terms of wins and losses, but Vaughn always came to practice or work out with a positive attitude. He had a positive attitude and always tried to bring others to be positive and encourage others to show up and work hard as well. Vaughn is definitely a team player. He started at multiple positions the last 2 years because that's what was best for the team due to injuries. He never complained and just showed up to work, looking to play wherever we asked to the best of his ability. Vaughn is truly a great player and exudes what this ward is about. Timmy Godsell, Cardinal Ritter. Cardinal Ritter head football coach Ty Hunt said, as a team captain for 2019 and 2020, Timmy was voted in by his peers. Timmy continues to work with his home parish of St. Susanna in Plainfield, feeding the homeless throughout the central Indianapolis area. He loves the competition of the game, but more importantly, the friendships he has established. He believes in helping others. He was featured in the Criterion for his work and service to others. He has set his sights high and plans on working in the astrophysics world after college. Timmy excels at getting along with others, but works to help lead others down the right path. He has battled all season, trying to overcome a leg injury that would have sidelined most players. He's worked diligently to get on the field through his constant rehab. His stats have dropped during this time, but his commitment to help out the team has remained constant. He is a guy who we depend on to be on the field as much as possible. Similar to one of his other teammates, Timmy was selected as a 2019 IFCA Junior All-State member, 2019 Indiana Crossroads All-Conference, Cardinal Ritter Student Ambassador, Cardinal Ritter National Honor Society, Cardinal Ritter High Honor Roll, never missed in his 4 years, member of the Cardinal Ritter Riley Dance Marathon Fundraiser, Cardinal Ritter Off-Season Weightlifter of the Month several times throughout his 4-year career, and a member of the Student Athlete Leadership Team. He also helped lead the way in Game 4 when the Raiders were limited to 17 players because of contact tracing issues. We fell behind and were able to come back and get a win on Friday night with his help on defense. His injury forced him out during the second half, but he still encouraged the guys to work hard and prove it. He's a tremendous athlete, but more importantly, he's a great young man. Harrison Evans, Southport. A few words from Harrison's head football coach at Southport High School, Brandon Winters, said, Harrison has rarely set foot on the field in a varsity competition. Regardless of this fact, he has had an extremely positive impact on our program. Harrison's first role with our program was spent serving as a ball boy for a short time when he was young. He did the job well. However, he gave that up because he felt he could better contribute to the team by leading the fans and supporting the team. He wanted them to bring more positive energy and be more involved and engaged in our games. As a 6th and 7th grader, Harrison would regularly be found on the track or in the cheer block leading the student section cheers. The players and fans loved having him around each week, even when the team was on the road. Our staff would often refer to him as the mayor of the student section. The players took notice and eventually he earned the role of leading the varsity out on the field each week. The varsity players loved having him around and appreciated his efforts in improving fan support at games. Harrison's current role as a player on our team is to help make everyone better and be overwhelmingly positive every single day. He is our most dedicated scout team player. He always wants to fill the role of the other team's best player so that he can challenge our varsity to be prepared to stop him. Harrison is always positive and is his teammates' biggest cheerleader. No matter the score, he cheers for them when they succeed, picks them up when they are down. Harrison does not participate in football to score touchdowns or gain notoriety. He is there to make a group of people better and to improve himself as a person with every opportunity available to him. He is first in every drill line, first dressed out for practice each day, and first to volunteer to do whatever his coaches and teammates need. Harrison has always been all in on being a great Cardinal. He is a great example of how our sports can benefit young people and how a young person can use sports to find a role to make positive contributions to their community. Harrison Evans is a great player. And now, the winner of the 2020 Indianapolis Colts Great Player Award and $2,500 scholarship is, from Roncalli High School, Owen Volk. Owen's athletic director, David Lauk, wrote, "Giving. Whenever something around Roncalli needs done, Owen Volk is out there helping out, and has been since his freshman year. Setting up for all-school mass, setting up for open house or fundraisers, Owen is present and working. He has secured over 140 service hours in the community at St. Vincent de Paul, Ronald McDonald House, St. Francis Food Pantry, CYO events, and more. He's simply a student athlete that doesn't say no. Respect. Yes, sir seems to be a popular phrase these days in the high school world, but I sense it's not just a habit and is truly genuine. Owen Volk has been saying yes, sir since his freshman year, and it's genuine. He's very mature, punctual, and respectful to every classmate, teammate, and adult I've been around. Example, during the tough spring and summer, it would have been easy for the Roncalli football team and leaders to take a break. However, Owen Volk wouldn't have that, and he knew he'd have to step up and lead, and he did. Owen organized the group with clear and stern communication about what the team was going to do in the offseason. He organized times, dates, and locations for the team to meet and work out together. I believe this leadership and example has directly led to Roncalli's successful season. Attitude. Owen doesn't give up on or off the field, nor is he going to be an All-Marion County or All-Circle City Conference, but you never know this by his body language and leadership. This is just another positive attribute that he has. Team. As mentioned before, he is not an All-County or All-Conference player, but at times he has been one of the best and most important players on the team. When a team has a genuinely selfless leader like Owen, it spreads to others. And I've been fortunate enough to have a front row seat observing Owen Volk transform the locker room into a bunch of selfless servant leaders. Congratulations again to each finalist and our scholarship recipient, Owen Volk. Each year, we also recognize each school's 2020 academic MVP nominee. Schools, coaches, athletic directors nominated one senior football player with the highest GPA on their team. Each finalist and winner will be mailed a plaque. We would like to recognize the hard work of each school's academic MVP. From Ben Davis High School, Braden McGowan. From Bishop Chittard, Kyle Haslett. From Brebeuf Jesuit, Drake Hagerman. From Cathedral, Jacob Langdon. From Charles A. Tindley, Antonio Robinson. From Covenant Christian, Caleb Probst. From Crispus Attucks, Vance Ricks. From Decatur Central, Matt Cook. From Franklin Central, Colin Badgero. From Cardinal Ritter, Aaron Roberts. From Manuel, Kenneth Lewis. From Lawrence Central, Jordan Smith. From Lawrence North, Ronnie Lynn. From North Central, Micah Green. From Park Tudor, Reese Kaiser. From Perry Meridian, Jeff McClure. From Roncalli, Ryan Henry. From Cecina, Anthony Hentz. From Southport, Carson Moore. From Speedway, Carson Harrison. And from Warren Central, Joe Jackson. Now the finalists for the 2020 Kiwanis Foundation of Indianapolis Academic MVP Award in no particular order are Colin Badgero, Franklin Central. Franklin Central's Greg Orr said, Colin is involved in National Honor Society, mission work through Southport Presbyterian Church, worked in homeless shelters and food banks, member of his church youth group, and Vacation Bible School team leader. He has a 4.362 grade point average. Colin is a great student athlete who is going to do great things in his life. He was our starting quarterback this year. He is hardworking, makes very good decisions off the field, and has great trustworthiness and character. He is someone who has been a great leader for us this year and is someone who has had to struggle through adversity this season but has kept a positive attitude. This season has revealed his character by how he has approached the game and responded to adversity each week. Aaron Roberts. Cardinal Ritter High School. Jim Martin from Cardinal Ritter wrote, Aaron's school and community involvement consists of St. Malachi Catholic Church member youth altar server, St. Malachi Leo Club, a service organization, CYO leader, Cardinal Ritter service learning member, Cardinal Ritter student ambassador, Cardinal Ritter youth football camp leader, team captain 2019 and 2020 season. Aaron did not miss a day in the off-season Zoom meetings from March until July with COVID guidelines. He has a 4.41 grade point average. 2019 and 2020 Cardinal Ritter team captain voted by his peers, Indiana Gridiron Digest preseason top 25 selection, 2019 IFCA Junior All-State, 2019 Indiana Crossroads All-Conference, 2020 IFCA Top 50 nominee, Cardinal Ritter Student Ambassador, Cardinal Ritter National Honor Society, Cardinal Ritter Spanish National Honor Society, Cardinal Ritter High Honor Roll, never missed in 4 years, member of the Cardinal Ritter Riley Dance Marathon fundraiser, Cardinal Ritter Off-Season Weightlifter of the Month several times through his 4-year career, member of the Student Athlete Leadership Team, 2-year letter winner in baseball, invitee to the Notre Dame Junior Day, and has been offered scholarships to Indiana State, Holy Cross, and Columbia, with a lot of others still looking. Aaron has helped lead the Raiders to 270 yards rushing per game. He set the tone right from the start with 8 pancake blocks in his first 2 games. He has amassed 27 pancake blocks in 7 games. He also helped lead the way in Game 4 when the Raiders were limited to 17 players because of contact tracing issues. We fell behind and came back, and were able to come back and get a win on Friday night with his help on the offensive line. He's an imposing force on the field, but a great young man in the classroom and in life. In 15 years of being the head football coach, 25 total at Cardinal Ritter, Aaron is one of the best offensive linemen to ever come through our program. Micah Green, North Central High School. Andy Elkins from North Central said, Micah is a senior cohort and volunteers for the athletic office at any opportunity. He has a 4.511 GPA. Micah was an IFCA Junior All-State selection in 2019, as well as our leading tackler in 2019. He's an outstanding student, our hardest worker, and a great leader, both by example and verbally. Micah is leaning towards an Ivy League education, but has numerous offers from FCS football programs. Ryan Henry, Roncalli High School. Roncalli's David Lauk noted, Ryan has an impressive commitment to our community, accruing over 135 hours of service. His volunteer services include Morning Point of Franklin Assisted Living Community, Ronald McDonald House of Central Indiana, CYO events for St. Rose of Lima, Saints Francis and Clare, and St. Roch Catholic Church. Ryan is a varsity baseball player for one of the top teams in Indiana. He's a part of Roncalli's Ski and Ping Pong Club. He doesn't miss much of what's going on at Roncalli, and he's made the most of his 3+ years as a high school student athlete. He has a 4.44 GPA. Ryan is an outstanding student athlete and servant leader for Roncalli. He has applied to multiple United States academies and will be able to choose from which academy he wants to attend. In addition to being a varsity football player, he has been a member of our varsity baseball team since his freshman year. He is as versatile as an athlete as we have at Roncalli. He has earned an A or higher in every class he has taken at Roncalli except for 1 B+ his freshman year. He will have taken 35 honors classes by the time he graduates. Ryan has been recognized by the College Board as an AP Scholar with honor, outside of football and off the field. And now for the winner of our $2,500 academic scholarship sponsored by the Kiwanis Foundation of Indianapolis. From Bishop Chatard High School, Kyle Haslett. Bishop Chatard's Mike Ford said, some of Kyle's community and school activities include football co-captain, lacrosse, comedy sports improv team and leader, investment club, student council president, retreat team, mass lector, Bishop Chatard ambassador, social justice club, shadow host, dance marathon, yearbook, Hillcrest Country Club, caddy, Gore's Christmas tree worker, Shelley's Voice LGBTQ children advocate, St. Thomas Aquinas School Commission, and Marion County Youth Violence Prevention Fellowship. He has a 4.48 GPA. Kyle is an amazing kid. He participates in everything he can and leads in all he does. He is a young black man in a mostly white school and is a senior leader. When people interact with Kyle, all you see is a young man of high drive and character. He mentors young players and works harder than anyone in the weight room. Kyle will be a tremendous success in this world. Congratulations to each of you.
Hey everyone, excited to join you this afternoon and congratulate these Marion County High School Football Award winners on behalf of the Indianapolis Colts. I am Lara Overton, and joining me is linebacker Bobby Okereke.
How you guys doing? Congratulations to all you guys and all your success in this 2020 season. And I'm excited to see how you guys do going forward in your college years.
Bobby, I know it's not so long ago that you were sitting in the exact seats that these student athletes are, playing high school football and enjoying that success at the prep level. The experiences that you had in high school, how impactful were those as you continued going on through your career at Stanford and now on into your success in the NFL?
Yeah, they were huge. The lessons I learned from my football coach and even in the classroom, just about preparation, hard work, and perseverance, those carried me on through my college years and have helped me start to establish myself in my NFL career.
I know that you're experiencing the challenges, as we all are, of navigating these unprecedented times, the many obstacles that 2020 has presented, especially in terms of football, trying to stay healthy, looking out for your teammates as well, so you can be out there on the field each and every Sunday. How proud should these student athletes be of what they have done this year in terms of being able to play a successful season, keeping themselves healthy, and the responsibility that they've carried on their shoulders in 2020?
They should feel immensely proud. One of the biggest tests of a person's character is how they perform or how they show up in the face of adversity. And we all know 2020 has had a lot of adversity. And, getting ready for a football season under that pressure is not easy. So I commend you guys for all the hard work, all the perseverance it's taken to get to this where you are right now. And I just encourage you guys to keep taking those steps and moving in the right direction.
And these successful student athletes who we're honoring this afternoon, many I know have either committed to playing football at the next level, or they have offers to, maybe they're interested in playing football at the college level. When you went on your recruiting visits, what were the things that were really important for you to take in when you were going through that experience, and the advice that you would share to those athletes as they explore the options that they have in their futures?
Yeah. First and foremost, I wanted a good school that would provide me with the educational opportunities to be able to do what I wanted to do in life after football. And then also I wanted to see how I meshed with the guys on the team, on recruiting visits, the coaches, that whole feel of atmosphere there. And I just wanted it to feel like a home environment. And when I went to Stanford, that was the feeling I got. And that's what helped make me make my decision.
What are the things, maybe it's certain particular habits or things that you picked up on in your high school career that continue to pay dividends for you now, that you look back to, that were some of those really maybe mature decisions or habits that you picked up and incorporated into your regimen that you still continue to do as a pro?
Yeah. For me, organization has always been key, whether it's making lists or just keep my room clean, keep my locker clean, just having that organization that I know everything's in its place, in its set area, that I can go forward knowing that everything's clear on the back end. And then just going forward, college is going to be tough. You're going to be challenged academically and athletically. Probably the biggest thing I learned is just never be afraid to ask for help, especially as a freshman coming in. You're going to have older seniors, fifth-year seniors who have taken the major that you're thinking about taking and have gone through all those steps. So don't be afraid to ask those guys for help. They're most of the time willing and very able to help you.
And all of these athletes who we are celebrating this afternoon, I know that they've been fortunate to have very impactful relationships, whether it's with coaches, teachers, mentors, whoever it is in their communities. Who is someone that you look upon, that you call a mentor, who you reflect upon as being a real guiding light to you throughout those years that you were growing up, through college, and now onto your success with the Colts in the NFL?
Yeah, definitely my high school coach, Coach Case. You got to meet him, Lara, over the offseason. But he really kind of just formed and shaped my love for football. I started playing in freshman year of high school, and he really just took me under his wing, taught me how to watch film, basically taught me how to play the game. And from there, just had an immense respect for him and adoration for him.
If like a 16, 17, 18-year-old Bobby Okereke were sitting on this call right now, what advice would you give to him right now in this moment, looking at going into maybe the final couple of months of his senior season, looking ahead to what all is out in front of him in terms of this bright future, both in football and in life?
Yeah, I would just tell him to stay focused and stay disciplined. You are going to go to college, and there's going to be a lot of distractions, especially as a young football player, parties, girls, the whole social scene. And that is cool. That's fun, especially social media. But make sure you stay focused, you stay disciplined. And probably the most important lesson I learned in college, it's a quote that my old strength coach taught me. And it basically says, we all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret and disappointment. So from a football standpoint, you know, he always talked about the woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda guys, the guys who ended up not making it to where they wanted to, and they had those regrets of, dang, maybe I wish I would have worked a little harder, or I wish I would have gone to this workout. I wish I would have pushed more. And I kind of took that like, I definitely didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy later down the road who's saying, dang, I knew I could have worked harder. I wish I did. I wish. No, I wanted to work as hard as I can, stay as disciplined as I can on the front end, so that when it gets to that time, you know, I can say I did everything I could.
All of that hard work certainly paying off for you, Bobby, and it has certainly paid off so far for those recipients of the Marion County High School Football Awards who we are celebrating with, and we are so honored to be joining this afternoon. So on behalf of the Indianapolis Colts, Bobby Okereke, congratulations to each and every one of you.
Yeah, congrats, guys. Good luck.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today. Kyle, we appreciate your contribution every year. We will be mailing a certificate of appreciation for each of you. Thank you again so much. Another thank you to our trophy sponsor, Bill Du Bois, and the Indianapolis Colts for their support and making this a success. We hope everyone has a happy holiday season. Stay safe out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 64th Annual Marion County High School Football